Live stream for Tuesday, the 15th of June. 90 degrees today, hot one in Reno. And let's talk store updates. So, still relatively caught up on the on service. The guys have done a very, very good job in keeping us current. You guys may notice a little difference in our camera setup this morning. We just are trying to use a single camera because Jeannie's going to do a live Technique Tuesday. So I'll apologize for our little battery symbol there. There's probably a way I can turn that off. What's that?
You're plugged in?
I am.
Okay.
So, so the guys are relatively caught up. We do have, we are starting to see a little bit of traffic with kind of the basic or half year service. So for folks that, you'll have a machine that's looking dirty or sounds a little dry or something like that, we can do that kind of basic service where we open all the cases, get everything out of there, couple of drops of oil. Not really, I mean, we're going to test the machine and make sure the machine works really, really well, but, you know, not really a full service, but something that might allow you to get a full 3 million or 1 million stitches out of your machine. So that is available, and the guys are prepared for that. It was very busy last week. There are a number of voicemails, mostly from early Saturday morning, and then for whatever reason, people called us all day Sunday and all day Monday. So I'll be working to get through those today. For those of you, we pretty much sold out of air filters.
Are we taking that down?
Yes.
Okay.
We pretty much sold out of air filters like within a day of having the air filters posted. I think I have 1 or 2 more H300s left, but for the rest of the air filters, we're out of P500s, we're out of H400s, we're out of the P400s, P500s, and H400s. I did order more. And in theory, I am not supposed to leave them at that price. And while we're going to pull them off of our promotions page just to keep us from getting in trouble, I will leave those up. You know, I did see a ton of news over the weekend. It's like 36 wildfires already in California, and like the entire state of Utah is on fire. My daughter was commenting, I like one of my favorite places in the world is the LaSalle's in Utah. And, I think the LaSalle's are burning down, unfortunately. So,
Oh, that's so sad.
it was like 12,000 acres and 4% contained. Somebody on a 100-degree day decided to have a fire and didn't shut it off. Didn't actually bury it or do what they needed to do. So, but with that in mind, I would say, you know, one of the things that had happened to us a year ago when we had the fires was I would get the air filters in and immediately sell out of all of them. And then, like I was able to get 2 orders in, and then literally I waited, and it was almost, I think there was like 2 weeks at the end of the fires where I had air filters again. I'm gonna leave the fans and the air filters not on the promotions page, but if you do a search on our website for Beneco, it will come up. So those are specially priced, and especially given what it's supposed to be 104 in Reno on Wednesday. Is it Wednesday or Thursday that they were saying it's going to be 104? They're there. So I pretty much have that Beneco fan running 100% of the time in our house, just to keep things manageable. So they're there. You can take advantage of them if you want. They're just not going to be on the promotions page. And Jeannie is scrambling right now to get the promotions page up and running. I'm so excited that Technique Tuesday is involving this machine, because this machine's been out for a while. And for those of you who haven't seen it, you're going to get a sneak peek at the Baby Lock Euphoria, which is their cover hem machine, which is both amazingly priced and built into the Triumph frame. So,
without any further ado, okay, sure. Just
so, what do you have to talk about, Miss Jeannie?
Okay, so our deal, we have a deal of the day today, but it's probably going to go up a little bit later because I still got to send it to. I just sent it last night. I still have to send it to Miss Christine. So, but I'll show it to you. It has to do with our Technique Tuesday. So let's talk a little bit just about classes and things that are going on. Today we don't have anything. Tomorrow is the Kimberbell Summer Nights, and I still have another. If somebody really wants to do it, this is set and ready to go. You just have to come down and pick it up. It's your whole kit. And again, that is going to be the tote bag. It's going to be the tote bag, the cutie patootie mug rug, which, where am I? This?
Yes.
The mug rug, which Michelle's going to start out with tomorrow. So if you're doing the event, that's what we're starting with tomorrow. Our new educator, Suzanne, is going to be doing the Stash and Store, which is this adorable little roll. And this also comes.
Video done tonight
this
too.
comes in 2 different sizes too, so you can make the itty bitty one that you can put your lollipops and all that fun stuff in, or you can make the bigger roll, and you could use it for the summer stuff, or you could use it for all your crafting needs too, which I really, really love. And then the end of the day, I am going to be doing the tote that you for the s'mores sticks, and this one's super cute. We're going to multi-hoop that one. So it's going to be done in 2 hoopings. So if you've never done that before, and we're going to do this little special bottom on it, which I had never done before, but I really loved that. So that's going to be tomorrow. And that's going to start at 10, and we'll go as long as we need to go to finish all our projects. On the 17th, that's going to be our first session of the Flower Power Bag. And then we added another session. I don't know if it's up on the calendar yet. Let me check. Did you say yes?
Yep, it should be up. I think we did it last week.
Yeah, but I don't know if Christine put it up yet.
Oh, okay.
So let me just take a quick peek and see if it's up yet. I don't see it up yet. So I will reach out to Christine, but we have another session. So look for that in case you didn't get into the first session. You don't want to miss this project because it is so cute and it can be confusing. So let Michelle guide you through it. You know she is the ultimate bag lady, and her stuff is extra.
That just sounds wrong.
But that doesn't sound wrong to the ladies. To the ladies, they get it, because a lot of you are bag ladies. When I have the time, I'm a total bag lady. I can't have enough bags.
That I know. And
I
when
love
she gets
bags.
a new bag, she like walks around the house like, "Did you see my bag? Do I look so beautiful with my bag? Can I show you my bag again?"
It's so beautiful.
It's so
Sometimes
beautiful.
when I have a beautiful bag, it makes me feel beautiful.
Does it ever make you feel sassy?
Sometimes it makes me feel
Sassy's
sassy
good.
too, depending on the bag I have.
I like sassy.
But this bag, if I was carrying this clutch around, I would feel so beautiful and so sassy. Wouldn't you? And it can be anything you want it to be, and it's just, I mean, Michelle did such a great job with this
Thank
too.
you.
It's just gorgeous. Okay, so what else is happening? What else is coming up? So this is the week of June. Can you believe it's the 15th? We're halfway through.
Thursday.
Yeah, we're halfway through the month is what I was thinking. Not Thursday. We're halfway through Thursday?
Thursday is a big day.
Yeah, but I said we're halfway through and you go to Thursday.
I know. I just don't want you to forget about Thursday.
What's Thursday? Oh my God. Thursday is our kid's 16th birthday.
What's Thursday? See why I'm worried about Thursday? This is why I'm worried about Thursday.
Oh my God. We have nothing planned. I haven't
I have
gotten
all
them
kinds of plans with Kai.
What about Violet?
I've asked Violet what she wants to do, and Violet is
They don't
reticent
want
to make any
anything.
plans.
I was like, should we do something with friends? They're Violet's like, no. Kai's like, Kai always wants a party. But I was like, you have to let me know this weekend, which was this past weekend.
We're doing a big mountain bike ride with his friends and lunch and incline and
What?
Violet
On Thursday?
on
You're not here on Thursday?
No, Violet wanted that, or Kai wanted that this weekend, so that's what we're doing on Sunday.
So Sweet 16. Yeah, Sweet 16. I was like, should I give you money or
Happy
like?
birthday, son Monday.
Yes, happy birthday. Please let me into. I will let you into that group, Miss Nula. And then will the video for the bags by Michelle be available? And when you say the video for the bags, are you talking for the flower power? Because the video will be available after. We can never have enough bags. We can never have enough. Oh yeah, the scan it. So Roseanne, look for it today or tomorrow because I will check with our gal that we sent everything to her last week. So I'll check with her and see when that's going to go up. But let's hopefully tonight or tomorrow. Driving test the 23rd. Makes me a little nervous. I would stay off the roads for a little while.
Kai drove to the middle of nowhere and back on the weekend, and then he drove to Truckee.
Do we have a
and
lot
back
of
yesterday.
June birthdays coming up? Probably, because if you're a June baby, that means you were conceived in the fall. It gets cold in the fall. Got to keep warm. My babies, mine are test tube babies.
They were conceived in a petri dish.
Yes, right around the corner, like right near Talbot Street. Out of McCarran, and they were conceived on McCarran. Mine are actually frozen embryo transfers.
And one might be the Dodie egg.
Yeah, so when we did our transfer, we did mine are in vitro. Patrick and I, it took us a while. And so we did a fresh transfer, and then they freeze your embryos, and then 3 months later, the fresh didn't take. So 3 months later, we did a frozen embryo transfer. So they were 3 months old already, and they grade the eggs. So there's like A, B, C, like the quality of the egg. So we had 2 A's, and then 1 C, right? And then we called that one the Dodie egg. And when we
She
found
called that one the Dodie.
I did call that the Dodie egg. And then when we got pregnant, and they told us we were so thankful it was only 2 of the 3. And I turned to Patrick and I go, "Oh no, the Dodie egg didn't make it." And then what'd you say, Patrick?
I was like, how do you know? How do you know one of them's not the Dodie egg? I mean, we don't. Like, that we very well could be the Dodie egg. It had an equal chance.
We still don't know to this day. I think they were both the A's, but there's moments when we wonder.
I had one of the kids say something to me about the other kid potentially being the Dodie egg, and I was like, no, I think you could have equally been the Dodie egg.
One of them was throwing shade at the other
Who do you
one.
think that was?
No, there was no Dodie egg. They were just all wonderful eggs. So,
We heard the quilt show was crazy. It was busy in the store. I was happy to
Good one, Deb.
be here.
You know, Betty, it's no fun. Yeah, that is. Flower Power will be on. It'll be recorded. So, oh, look at a lot of you asked to join groups, and I haven't even. I forgot. I was so busy this weekend. We did the what's the thing? The God Bless America tabletopper class yesterday, and that was super fun with the ladies. And oh, I forgot the rest of the calendar. On Thursday, did you hear my voice? It was like cracky. Thursday, the Flower Power bag in the morning, and then Red, White, and Bloom. This is our final sew along, and we're going to be quilting the borders using the embroidered border patterns from Kimberbell. If you don't have the fabric, the quilt pack, I mean, it was kind of pricey. It was $89. If you don't have the quilt pack, you could buy the designs individually, so you could choose any border design and just get one of those. So you can do that, and then we're going to be putting the binding on. I should have brought it. I sewed together, I'm doing a flange binding, so if you've never done that before, and I tried to live feed it yesterday, but I was like 5 minutes in, and then Violet showed up in my room like, you need to take me to soccer. So I rushed through, and then I just said, do this, this, and this. And that was kind of it. So it wasn't as what I wanted to be. Yeah, pretty much.
You know, my daughter got some jewelry for Christmas, which she wears every day.
Thank you.
And but like really shows, our kids. It's funny. It's a different generation. They're like, I have more than I need. Although my son has actually grown out of much of his clothes, so I told him I would take him shopping on Saturday night.
Oh, that's fantastic. Good. Then we have something, and yeah. But
I'm
Violet
like, we're actually gonna go so you can like put stuff on and like make sure it fits you.
He's very picky.
The last time we bought a bunch of stuff and it didn't all fit him.
Like the way it hangs, the way it feels. Like he's very sensory.
He's a picky kid.
Sensitive.
Wonder where he gets that from.
I used to think it was Patrick, but it's me.
I'm the princess in the pea, in that I can like tell when something's going on, but I really don't care that much about clothes and stuff.
He does. I mean, you've seen Patrick. He's such a fashion plate, aren't you? Okay, so Red, White, and Bloom, final quilting for all the borders, adding the binding, and we're going to be adding embellishments if we have time. I have a Serger 2 class in the store that I'm doing, and I can take one more person. So if you
that's actually, was that our first or our second in-person class?
We have a lot of people that still want to do Zoom. We do have some people that want to do in person, and so if we can accommodate, we will. We probably won't be starting in-person group classes until August or September. We have a lot of exciting new educators that are coming on. Really exciting. One of them's going to be here on Friday.
Whoop, whoop.
Yeah, one's going to be here on Friday to show you the newest class that she's going to be doing. And we couldn't be happier. So be here on Friday for our special guest. So like I said, Serger 2, I have one spot left for that because I like to keep it to 2 people. And that's going to be on the 17th from 10:30 to 12:30. That is if you have an 8-thread serger, and it is for cover. We're going to do cover stitch, chain stitch, a combination stitch, the wave stitch, and I think that's it on the 17th.
We just because I'm going to end up boogieing
Should I
at
do
10,
this?
we should do that.
Okay,
now.
and then we have a Serger 1 class on Friday as well, and I have one spot left for that. So if you haven't taken your Serger 1 or your Serger 2, the Serger 1 is the basics. That's open to up to all the basic, the Baby Lock Sergers. And next week, Monday is the Charlene Cross body bag, and then we have some other stuff. I'll talk to you about it tomorrow. Let's do technique.
Will
Yes.
you tell the ladies in the Flower Power class they must join the Facebook group?
They want to, and
The
I haven't. Will
pre-class
you check it and
yeah.
see who's in there and
The
accept?
pre-class video started
You
going up
must
last night.
join the Facebook group. I am looking over there. You must join the Facebook group for. I've been looking at that the whole time for the Flower Power class, because there is pre-class prep and the videos are loaded there. So you must join that group. If you try to join and you haven't been accepted yet, that was my bad. Michelle's
You'll
going
be
to go on
accepted
there.
this morning.
Yeah, Michelle's going on right now and accepting people.
All right.
Okay, Technique Tuesday.
What are we doing today, dear?
Technique Tuesday is going to be,
You guys have my wires all crazy here.
here, I'll move this over and move this over. So you
I move that way and move that back because
move this to the right and
what
move.
is going on with
Maybe
my
you could
wires
fix it.
here.
You could fix it.
No, I don't think. With the,
Not right now, but later.
Yeah,
How's that? We got it?
better.
So this is the Baby Lock Euphoria. Why don't you show them this? Not me. So this is the Baby Lock Euphoria. And what I'm going to be demoing today is going to be this. I'll give it to you in a second. The belt looper tool. So the belt looper tool is fantastic. And don't be fooled by the name because it is not just for making belt loops, although you can use it for making belt loops. Here's a sample that I stitched out last night. And I just took a piece of fabric that was 7/8 inch. That's really important. The measurement is super important. And I just ran it through it. I just ran it through the belt looper tool. This is so fast. So when we do our class, we're doing this class next Monday. These straps this is what's going to take us the longest is just doing the straps. And they're gorgeous. They're going to be gorgeous front and back. But if you want to do something super quick, you could use the belt looper tool. And I'm going to show you how it works. Now, I used it, and you could use it, let's say you wanted to make straps on, like, I know it's summertime, get out your halter tops, ladies. So you could use it to make, it just reminded me of straps on, like, little girls' clothing that I used to wear when I was little. Not now. But, well, I wonder if I have anything that has straps like this.
I think you do.
So you could do purse straps. You could do, of course, belt loops. You could do trim. So if you wanted to make trim, one of the things that we're doing in this class as well is going to be adding some of the trim. And I was like, I'm just going to use my belt looper tool because I don't have ribbon that matches my fabric. So I'm gonna use my belt looper tool to do that and just run it through. So what you do is I have this set up right now for a 3-thread cover stitch, and I'm using my Clarefoot because I love my Clarefoot. And your belt looper tool, it just you screw it down. So you have these screws that came with your machine. If you have an 8-thread or you have a cover
if you
stitch
have a
machine.
Triumph or the Ovation, they had to buy the extra table, right?
I think it'll work with the original table. I'm not positive, but I think it'll work with the original table. I did a video of this as well, and in my video, I talked about, I said that it only worked with the 8-thread machines, and that is untrue. It was actually, if you look at the description, it's called the Evolve belt looper tool. So it was made for the Evolve, and it'll work with the Evolution, the Accolade, the cover stitch machine, the Ovation, the Triumph, and the Euphoria. So I thought, and I was wrong, that it only worked with the 8-thread machines and then the cover stitch and the Euphoria. It'll work with those other machines as well. So without any further ado, if
Where do you
you'll
want me
just,
set up? Just right here?
yeah, I guess right. Can I turn it a little bit towards me? Okay. So I did it 2 ways. So I did one strap or one piece, and it's 7/8 inch. The reason that's so important is because it needs to fit into this funnel here. And I did it with just regular fabric. And if you're using regular fabric, I would stabilize it. So I would stabilize it with Best Press or Best Press Imperial Magic to make it just a little bit stiffer. And then I did it with Shape Flex on the back to see if that was going to be too hardy for it, and it worked totally perfectly. So what you're going to do is you're going to go ahead and you're going to put it in the funnel, and you're going to put it in pretty side up. Take your screwdriver, or you could take your tweezers, and you're just going to kind of push it through. You're going to see it's going to feed under here.
And it's folded.
And it's already folded, and I feel like I need to move it over the tiniest bit. Now, if you look at the foot, these lines here on the foot, those represent where the stitches are going to go. So you can see them, and I like using the Clarefoot so I can see down underneath it. I'm going to go ahead and push this a little bit more.
So
And
you're starting beyond the needles.
yeah, you want to start with the needles in it, and you're going to hand roll them probably 3 or 4 times. I'm going to put my foot down. Let me hand roll it. Okay, and that should be good. I set my stitch length. I think I'm at about 2.5. And now I'm just going to run it through. I like to put my finger right here. And I like to check it and go, okay, does that look pretty even? Or am I a little bit to the left or the right? So when I ran my first sample, you're going to see, if you can see that, I was too far to the left on that stitch. My yellow was too far to the left, so I kept adjusting it until it was centered and even. And this looks really good. So I'm just going to run it through.
God, I love that machine.
Yeah, you still have to chain off so that your threads look right later, which means pulling your threads forward. I like to cut them. And then you pull this back until you have one thread, and I just have my red. And that's how you chain off. But look how gorgeous that is.
Can you
And-
show them the other side?
Yeah, so it has a 3-thread cover stitch on the back side. And my strap is done. So you could choose a color that's going to match. You could choose whatever you want. I did that belt looper tool right here. So this bag has a triple stitch, and I made this little loop that goes onto this bag, which was really nice. Now this also comes in this belt looper tool. I'm going to take this one off. So this is the 3/4 inch. But when you measure it, it's almost 1/2 inch. So this is almost a 1/2 inch
I
strap.
think this is probably, you know,
It's almost 1/2 inch.
okay. I'll
What
just
were
shut
you
up.
gonna say?
I was gonna say it probably has something to do with the stitch, but
I measured it, and it was more than 3/8, but less than a half. And you know, if I was gonna do this for the bag and I wanted to be really quick, I mean, you saw how quick that was. So I'm undecided. I think I might try and do some of those for that other class, for the Charlene bag. So you also have the belt looper in the 1.5 inch, which it won't be 1.5 inch. It's going to be smaller than that because the 3/4 inch is going to be smaller. So let's just put this one on really quick. And this
So
is
this deal of the day, or
this
what
is deal of the day too. It's
Okay.
not up there yet, but it's deal of the day.
We'll
And-
get it up in the next couple of minutes.
Yeah, we'll do it. You know what? I brought this one. This is one that's new in the store, but let me just show it to you. And your finished binding or your finished belt loop is going to be this wide. So
Almost
I'd say,
3/4 to
yeah,
maybe
somewhere in
7/8
between
of an
3/4 of an inch to 3/4.
7/8 of an inch. That's almost an inch.
Is it almost an inch?
It's almost an inch.
So it comes in those 2 sizes. This is going to be a special order. I only have 2 in the store. I have one of the 1.5 inch and one of the 3/4 inch. So it's going to be a special order. Speaking of special orders, I just got in all the dime thread that people were waiting for and the patch attach and the patch fabric. I got 9.5 by 14 inch snap hoops in. So that's all. I'm going to be reaching out to you to let you know that that's all here. But belt looper tool.
Betty, so this is the Euphoria, and it's a machine that we haven't really, quite frankly, we haven't done a good job promoting. But
We haven't.
They took the best features from the cover stitch on the Triumph, and they've actually put air threading on the cover
There is
stitch
no,
needle.
it is not air threading.
Air threading on
That
the,
is not air threading.
Oh.
Because I just threaded it here. If you want to hold it, I can show you. But the threader's pretty cool. You do have to set it up for threading. So let's say I wanted to do my rightmost needle.
I gotta get going.
I'm going to set that down. It clicks into place. I can set it right here for C1, C2, or C3, left, center, and right. And bring this down, and then you just put it in just like that. Hold it, and just bring it up. I thought it was
So-
air threading too, but it's not. But it
It's
is
funny
a
'cause
great
it looks
threader.
like the air threading. I thought it was air threading in the needles, but it is a a machine that's on a national special right now. So it was $2,500 is the retail, and the national
That's it?
special is $1999.99.
2,500.
Yes, that's it.
Okay, so $19.99, and what's great about this is you have throat space. So if you want to do a project like this, where I did my cover stitch on the fabric, the other cover stitch had only about 1.5 inches of room. This is going to have all this throat space, so you
like
can
4.5 inches.
you can actually quilt on a machine like this. And this right here is that's a cover stitch. That's a cover stitch that is the wrong side of the cover stitch with decorative thread. Isn't that neat?
So the attachments are normally $64.99, and they are how? What's the discount on them?
Let's do 30% off.
Okay, and so those will be up shortly, and I promised a Technique Tuesday for like finding and maintaining and essentially keeping track of your purchase videos, etc. That'll be next Tuesday. I'll film that over the weekend. Anything else that I need to talk about, or are you all set?
We are all set.
So
I think we're all set.
Already a busy day in the store. We're gonna run. Have a fantastic day, and we will see you tomorrow. Jeannie?
Yeah, be creative and make something awesome. Oh, there you are. And then, yeah, we'll see you tomorrow. Bye, guys.
Bye.